Please remain standing and join with Mr. Jake Wilms, honorary member of the university, in the singing of O Canada.
Please sit down, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the 100th Convocation of the University of Waterloo. The 100th Convocation. Let's have a round of applause. As I was thinking of today, and I know all of you are just starting off on your journey, but over time, as the years go by, you will all become bosses, heads of department, heads of companies, heads of any area that you want to specialize in, very similar to all of these people here on the stage. And so it reminded me of the story of a gentleman who wanted to buy a parrot. And he went into a pet store, and he said he was looking to buy a parrot. There were 3 parrots, and he said, how about the one on the left? Well, the owner said it'll cost you $500. He said, $500? He says, yeah, this is no ordinary parrot. It not only speaks and talks, but it also can work the computer. He says, okay, how about the one in the middle? The one in the middle, he said, will cost you $1,000. He said, $1,000? Yes, he said, this parrot will do whatever the first one does, but it will also be able to design a computer for you. So he says, how about the third one? Well, he says, the third one's going to cost you $2,000. So this guy can't figure it out. He says, $2,000? Why $2,000? He said, that's a good question. You know, I have to be honest with you. I can't figure out what that third does, but the other 2 parrots call it boss. So one day you'll have that experience too. David and I quite understand that. So here at Waterloo, welcome again. This is a wonderful occasion. A wonderful convocation, another convocation. Each convocation at Waterloo is a celebration of the achievements of our graduates. And this afternoon, we welcome with those graduates in the Faculty of Mathematics, including St. Jerome's University. On behalf of the Board of Governors and the Senate of the University, I'd like to congratulate all of you and best wishes to all of you who graduate this afternoon. Please savor every minute of today's ceremony and the celebrations that will follow with your circle of family and friends. Today is a rite of passage. passage to an exciting future where you can apply knowledge, share your expertise, and continue to learn. I also welcome the families and guests of the graduating students. Your presence is a tangible demonstration of your support and commitment to their success. We will begin with the conferring of honorary degrees and titles on individuals who have distinguished themselves in the Academy. We will then confer bachelor's, master's, and honor and doctoral degrees. Finally, medals will be awarded to graduating students who have excelled in their studies. The proceedings will take about 2 hours, and we ask that you remain in your places until convocation is adjourned and the academic procession has left the convocation hall. The ceremony blends certain age-old university rites and protocols with a spirit of informality, which characterizes, as you know, Waterloo. We trust that it will be an occasion to enjoy and an occasion to remember. I offer you my congratulations to all of you graduates, and as you move from Waterloo, I challenge you to take risks. Be unconventional, but do not forget that honesty, integrity, and strength of character should be the driving force in all that you do. As an aside, when I was your age, I was introduced to a book by Napoleon Hill, the author. Name of the book was Think and Grow Rich, a wonderful book that studied success stories of politicians, businessmen, doctors, scientists, and others. The book analyzed the principles behind their success and explained it in very simple terms, concluding finally with this line: what the mind can conceive, the mind can achieve. What the mind can conceive, the mind can achieve. So one day, when finally you've made your mark in this world, make sure you give back to those less fortunate. After all, every one of us has benefited from the wisdom, advice, and generosity of others that have helped and shaped our careers. So let me end with a Chinese proverb. The Chinese proverb goes something like this: if you want happiness for an hour, take a nap. If you want happiness for a day, go fishing. If you want happiness for a year, inherit a fortune. But if you want happiness for a lifetime, help somebody. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, and welcome to all of you, and let the convocation begin. Thank you.
Mr. Chancellor, I present Stephen Breen. Steve Breen served the University of Waterloo with dedication for more than 37 years in the Information Systems and Technology Department. His extensive on-campus involvement as an executive member of the Staff Association, a longtime supporter of the many Waterloo mathematics competitions, a member of the Waterloo Mathematics Foundation, and an organizing committee member of the Matthews Golf Classic, has contributed significantly to both Waterloo and its community. Mr. Breen really shone in his role with the mathematics competitions. The competitions are intended for students from grades 7 through 12 in schools in Canada and abroad. When these contests were computerized, Mr. Breen was there to provide guidance and to personally supervise the marking process each year. There were between 100,000 and 200,000 contests written annually, and Mr. Breen ensured that the contests were marked correctly and quickly. It is essential that students are notified of their success as quickly as possible in order to encourage them to continue development of their mathematical skills. Mr. Chancellor, in recognition of his distinguished career at the University of Waterloo and his active and ongoing support of the university's mathematics competitions, I request that you bestow the title Honorary Member of the University on Steve Breen.
Due to the sudden and unexpected death of Scott Vanstone's father this morning, the honor will be awarded in absentia. Mr. Chancellor, Scott Vanstone has demonstrated uncompromising dedication to St. Jerome's University and the University of Waterloo. Not only are all three of his degrees from Waterloo, but upon completion of his PhD in 1974, he began teaching mathematics at St. Jerome's University. During his 35-year career at St. Jerome's, Professor Vanstone published more than 250 research papers and a number of books on cryptography and related topics. He holds 40 existing patents, with 24 more that are pending. For 10 years, he held the NSERC Pitney Bowes Senior Chair of Cryptography. In 2001, he received international validation of the impact of his research with the Award for Mathematics from RSA Security, Inc. Professor Vanstone's research in cryptography has been the cornerstone of Waterloo's Center of Applied Cryptographic Research, where he remains its executive director. A Fellow of the Royal Society of Canada since 1998, Professor Vanstone has also received the University of Waterloo's Award for Excellence in Research. In May 2009, Professor Vanstone was awarded the Catalyst Award for Lifetime Achievement in Innovation from the Premier of Ontario. Mr. Chancellor, in recognition of his outstanding service to St. Jerome's University and the University of Waterloo, I request that you bestow the title Distinguished Professor Emeritus upon Scott Vanstone in absentia.
Mr. Chancellor, I present Ronald G. Douglas. Ronald G. Douglas is a world leader in the field of operator theory. Since receiving his doctorate in 1962, he has held professorships at the University of Michigan, State University of New York at Stony Brook, and a distinguished professorship at Texas A&M University. He was chair, dean, and vice president at Stony Brook and provost at Texas A&M. He is best known for groundbreaking work in the 1970s that introduced methods from algebraic topology into the study of operator algebras. These techniques revolutionized and revitalized the field, and they are still having important ramifications today. In addition to his heavy administrative load, Dr. Douglas has written more than 130 papers and 4 books. He has received various awards recognizing his accomplishments, including the prestigious Sloan and Guggenheim Fellowships, and being an invited speaker at the International Congress of Mathematicians in 1978. He's a fellow of the American Association of the Advancement of Science. Dr. Douglas is also known for his service to the mathematics community. For example, he chaired the American Mathematical Society Committee on Education through the contentious period of calculus reform. Mr. Chancellor, in recognition of his truly remarkable contributions to the field of functional analysis, for his revolutionary advances in operator theory, his long history of service to the mathematics community, and contributions to the advancement of mathematics, I request that you confer the degree Doctor of Mathematics, honoris causa, upon Ronald G. Douglas.
Chancellor, I present Stuart I. Feldman. For over 40 years, Stuart Feldman has been one of the world's leaders in the development of software systems. First known for research as one of the key contributors to the Unix operating system in the 1970s, he has gone on to a distinguished career in many aspects of computer science. Stuart Feldman's first contributions were as a young man in the Multics operating system project, and then to his successor, the Unix operating system, in which he was to take a key role. Dr. Feldman wrote the Unix Make compilation facility, for which he was awarded the ACM's Software Systems Award, and he made innumerable contributions to most components of the Unix system. He was responsible for the first complete implementation of Fortran 77. Dr. Feldman later was Vice President for Computer Science at IBM Research, where he drove the long-term and exploratory worldwide science strategy in computer science and related fields, led programs for open collaborative research with universities, and influenced national policy, computer science policy. He was later the president of the Association for Computing Machinery, which is the main professional organization in computer science. He is now vice president of engineering at Google, where he is responsible for engineering activities at Google for the eastern half of North America. Stuart Feldman is a fellow of the IEEE and of the ACM. He's made a major impact in the development of computer science, both technically and in terms of service to the computing community. Both of these areas are those of strength and great interest at the University of Waterloo. Mr. Chancellor, in recognition of these outstanding contributions, I request that you confer the degree Doctor of Mathematics, honoris causa, on Stuart Feldman.
Mr. Chancellor, I present Barbara Lee Kiefitz. Professor Kiefitz has made deep and original contributions to the study of nonlinear partial differential equations, especially to those equations arising in transonic fluid flow and gas dynamics, and to the study of multidimensional conservation laws. In recognition of her work, she was elected a Fellow of the American Association for the Advancement of Science in 1992 and received the Krieger-Nelson Prize from the Canadian Mathematical Society in 2005. She has given numerous plenary lectures, including an invited talk for the 2007 International Congress on Industrial and Applied Mathematics. Professor Kiefitz is also widely known and respected for her service to the mathematics community. She has participated in the organization of conferences and workshops in Mexico, Singapore, Chile, the United States, and Canada, and has held numerous positions with the Society for Industrial and Applied Mathematics, the American Mathematical Association, and the American Association for the Advancement of Science. From 2005 to 2006, she was president of the Association for Women in Mathematics, and from 2003 to 2011, she served as treasurer for the International Council for Industrial and Applied Mathematics. In October 2009, she became president-elect of this body. Her service to Canadian mathematics includes acting as an advisor and reviewer for the Natural Sciences and Engineering Research Council, serving on the boards of the Atlantic Association for Research in the Mathematical Sciences and the MITACS Networks of Centers of Excellence, and serving as director of the Fields Institute in Toronto from 2004 to 2008. Finally, Professor Kiefitz has been a role model and a mentor to many young mathematicians, and most especially to women in mathematics. Mr. Chancellor, in recognition of both her research in applied mathematics and her outstanding record of service to the mathematics community, I request that you confer the degree Doctor of Mathematics, honoris causa, upon Barbara Lee Kiefitz. I now invite Dr. Kiefitz to address the convocation. Thank you.
Mr. Chancellor, Mr. President, Mr. Provost, trustees, honored guests, faculty, graduands, parents, and friends, I am thrilled to receive this degree, and I thank you for the honor. And on behalf of all the honorees here, I wish to congratulate all of you who are earning your degrees today. I did not attend the University of Waterloo, but took my chances at the University of Toronto in their famous MPC, Math, Physics, and Chemistry program, which, alas, no longer exists. Although I am a loyal graduate of that program, I ask myself why I didn't consider the University of Waterloo, which at that time was a fresh young place with an innovative curriculum. All this is still true, except it's now not so young and has earned quite a few laurels. The only reason I can think of is that I was probably the only teenager from that decade who wanted to live at home with her parents while at university. Ironically, my parents left Toronto the year I started. So much for reasons. But my brother graduated from here in economics some years later. He'd knocked around a bit and I'm sure his application raised eyebrows in the admissions office. So I am eternally grateful to Waterloo for seeing his potential. We didn't sit in this room to watch him graduate because it hadn't been built yet. I think we sat outside, but I remember how proud we were, his family, and how happy he was. Recalling that, I share your feelings today. If you were receiving a degree this year from a university in the US, where I now work, your convocation speaker would be offering, along with the congratulations, a fair measure of apologies and condolences that your immediate prospects for satisfactory employment might appear to be bleak. Perhaps that's less necessary in Canada, but even in a more optimistic world, you are going to face fears, uncertainties, and disappointments. If you participated in the co-op program, and about half of students overall, I understand, do so, there may be less uncertainty. But at your age, this is your grandmother speaking, uncertainty is a way of life. Are there ways to cope with this? When I was a student, one of my professors said memorably, "You will have 3 or 4 careers, you know." Now, what did that mean for me? In my case, all the careers involved mathematics, even academic mathematics, even research in mathematics, so this hasn't been a wide assortment. But even so, they span 2 countries, 2 faculties, engineering and arts and science, and a variety of universities, from slightly snobbish private research-intensive universities in the northeastern US to universities in the American Southwest, which were founded to provide higher education to immigrants and children of immigrants. My lifestyle choices ranged from the pressures of balancing a career and a family to the decision to temporarily leave my partner to return to Canada and live alone for 4 years. I'm certain that not all my decisions were wise or well considered. For example, while I was an assistant professor, I chose to spend a good fraction of my salary and my time on careful selection of clothes and entertainment in New York. That probably had a lot to do with my not getting tenure at Columbia University. It was a disaster, but my career recovered from it, and I think that is not unusual. Over time, one's principles crystallize into career goals. For me, these goals have been excellence and inclusiveness. Excellence in the sense of striving for it in my own work and seeking it in any project that I support. Excellence in the sense of not being satisfied with giving a mediocre performance. It's a goal, I'll admit, that I don't always achieve, not only in areas such as athletics, where I have limited potential and am frankly clueless, but also in things like writing down research results in a clear, well-organized manner, where, alas, I also do not excel. You students have been subjected to a lot of judging and evaluation in the last 4 or 5 or maybe even 10 or 12 years. Perhaps you have not always liked it. Nonetheless, it is difficult to achieve or even to recognize excellence without it. It is easier to be warm and fuzzy about inclusiveness. There is an obvious value in setting up anything, whether it's a student club or a research project, so that no person and no idea will be shut out if they or it deserves to belong or could benefit the enterprise. But it's easy to lose one's focus. My next career starts in a bit more than a year as president of ICM, the International Council of Applied Mathematicians. I very much want the climate of the organization to remain inclusive and even to become more inclusive during my tenure. I want to see it reach out more to the developing world and to areas of applied mathematics that are not yet a part of our group. Will I be able to avoid distractions from this goal? You who are graduating today, the story of your careers is not written yet. You may set your goals and strive for them, or you may follow a winding path propelled by curiosity or by circumstances beyond your control. Whatever your route from today on, and whatever the contribution the combination of talent and luck that you bring to it, the steps that you have already taken to get to today will stand you in good stead. I salute you and wish you good fortune in the next chapter of your story.
Dr. Kafitz, on behalf of the members of the graduating class, I thank you very much for your words of wisdom and sharing your thoughts with us. Steve Breen and Scott Vanston, thank you very much for your many contributions to the University of Waterloo and St. Jerome University. And on behalf of tens of thousands of members, I welcome Professor Douglas, Feldman, and Kafitz to the group of Waterloo's distinguished alumni. Members of the graduating class, the moment that you have been very patiently waiting for, the moment that you have worked very hard, has finally arrived. There's one little task, though, before you become graduates, for which I will ask you to rise, please. Mr. Chancellor, I present those scholars who have fulfilled statutory requirements laid down by the Senate of the University, that they may be admitted to their various and several degrees. You may be seated. It's my pleasure to invite Elliot Grant to come forward and deliver the valedictory address.
Mr. Chancellor, members of Convocation, fellow graduates, ladies and gentlemen, this was a triumph. I'm making a note here, huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Because here we are, gathered together to celebrate the completion of some of the most intellectually demanding degree programs in the country, and seriously, it feels awesome. Most of us have been here 4 or 5 years or more, through 8 terms. We've taken 40 courses. We've written 100 exams, completed 300 assignments, probably about 3,000 hours spent writing up those assignments, or more, maybe 4,000 hours if you took real-time programming. The amount of time and effort was tremendous, but we owned it. And graduates, you should be ridiculously proud. Of course, many of you are aware of the suffering we've had to go through to get here, the stress, the sleep deprivation that we still haven't recovered from. Maybe it was our own fault for procrastinating. Maybe it was due to the fact that when we had 3 or 4 assignments due on a Monday morning, we would still go out partying on Friday and Saturday. But without a break, some of us might have gone crazy. And indeed, we've had our fun times, waiting in line in the 3rd floor of the MC for free pie, doing integrals for cash prizes, playing StarCraft and Counter-Strike in the computer labs and Frisbee on the B2 green, rallying together against the administration's attempt to uglify the university logo. We learned many great things, I remember one day when I was online reading Wikipedia and I stumbled upon an entry for a mathematical term. The word was copalindrome. The definition read, a number or word which, when reversed, becomes a palindrome. Now, it was a full article, complete with sources, examples, and so on. Apparently, Matthews had also learned that it was quite easy to edit Wikipedia. But yeah, things have been tough also. Remember all those times when we were counting the minutes until our assignments were due and begging our friends for help at ridiculous hours of the morning? Submitting our code 5 minutes before the deadline or staying up all night to finish an assignment? I looked back at what I've done over the years, and I've got 2 full shelves at home packed full of assignments and exams, probably a 4-foot-tall stack of math proofs and computer code. And you know, none of those pages contained mindless rambling. No. Every single line of code we produced, every step of every proof we've ever written up was the product of our own raw brain power. So yes, graduates, you spent 3,000 hours working on those assignments, but think about it. The product of your labor is an enormous stack of paper, each line of which contains a transcription of a profound mathematical thought you once had. That is amazing. When doing mathematics, we get a huge rush of excitement when we crack a tough problem, and the degrees we're all receiving today are in recognition of the mastery of that skill. They are emblems of our incredible talents in abstract thinking and problem solving. And as Microsoft and Google keep seeming to indicate, these are really valuable talents. We have many to thank for endowing us with these skills. First and foremost are our professors. And although their assignments were to some of us perhaps a cruel form of torture, we couldn't possibly have learned what we did without going through that struggle. And their help was so amazing, the amount of effort they put forth to make sure we learned everything and learned it well. We'd also like to acknowledge the TAs, the support staff, and other people behind the scenes who helped us get through the courses. They were all great and they all worked so hard. Our families were also extremely helpful and supportive, even when we had to be away from home for long periods of time. And finally, we wish to thank all of our friends who helped us study, who motivated us, who told us not to give up, and who offered us liquor when we screwed up an exam. We're all going to miss those friends a great deal now going forward as we diverge to different cities and different roles in life. For a lot of us, the days of rooming in dorms or 4-bedroom apartments with crazy mathy housemates are over. And despite the drawbacks and stress of our student lifestyles, a lot of us will really miss it. Some of us may never again experience the bland but comforting food of the math C&D, or the stale but homey smell of the math comfy lounge. To our friends, our profs, and our campus, we bid you a sincere farewell. Soon we'll have our degrees in hand, and then what do? If you ask a random person what their goal in life is, they'll probably tell you they want to be happy or something like that. If you ask me what my goal in life is, I'll probably tell you that it's to maximize the integral of happiness dt, where t goes from now until my death. That's just the way a math student thinks about problems. But this isn't the kind of optimization problem that we can easily crank out a solution to. It's not easy to say, minimize the sum of all human suffering. Happiness isn't linear with respect to money or power or gross domestic product or the number of pairs of shoes you have or the number of hot women that chase after you. And as we all know, naive decision-making algorithms based upon such assumptions yield bad solutions. So yes, mathies of 2010, use your mathematical talents to uncover new knowledge, to make the internet faster, to make human activities more efficient. But remember not to work too hard and lose sight of your objective function. There's no known statistical model that accurately predicts whether your decisions will bring you happiness or make the world a better place. We can't prosper and thrive just by running an algorithm that maximizes a number. Math can't tell us how we ought to live. We've each got to use our own problem-solving skills and think about it and work it out on our own. The hardest optimization problem you will ever face in your lifetime begins now. Good luck, have fun, and thank you.
Thank you, Elliot. In his remarks, Elliot referred to families and friends who've supported our graduates over these 4 years or so of your studies. I'd like all of the mums and dads and grandfathers and grandmothers, aunts and uncles, brothers, sisters, spouses, friends who are in the audience to stand up now so our graduates can applaud you for your love and support over these years. Please stand up. We encourage you to take photos. The best way to do that when your favorite graduate is coming up to the stage is when your graduate has come to the left-hand side of the podium here. At that point, leave your seat and come to the right-hand side of the podium here and form a queue so that by the time your graduate is on the stage and is coming down the steps, you'll be at the head of the queue. Take those pictures, and then when that's finished, if you'd be kind enough to return to your seats so someone else will take your place in the queue and it will all move smoothly. We now proceed to the conferring of degrees.
Mr. Chancellor, may I present to you the St. Jerome's University candidates for Bachelor of Computer Science Honours Cooperative Programme. Gregory Bogun, Victoria Gibbs, Shi Shao. Jeffrey Sherritt. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, may I present to you the St. Jerome's University candidates for Bachelor of Mathematics, General Cooperative Programme, 3 years. Stanley Lau. Bachelor of Mathematics, Honours Programme. Michelle Bondi, Alexander Diaz Papkovich, Eugenia Karseva, Rachel Nahani Taylor, Nan Zong. Bachelor of Mathematics, St. Jerome's University, Honours Cooperative Programme. Chui Ying Ho, Ryan Hode, Benjamin Kantanka. Adam Victor Lloyd, Phoebe Lowe, Caitlin Malberth. Megan McNall, Amma Nakansa, Abigail Radika Pace. Andrei Rujke, Alexandra Michelle Stikzinski, Elisa Karina Timmermans. Jing Yang. Zhe Zhu, who is also the recipient of the Samuel Eckler Medal for the highest standing in actuarial science. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor.
Mr. Chancellor, I now present to you the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Computer Science, University Honours Program. Hassan Shahzad Baig, Kayatan Bijitsky, Natalia Bulya. Kevin Chan, Paul Song-ho Collier, Andrew Kinsey. Arthur Coe, Irina Kohn, Stefan Leroux. Jie Li, Shile Larry Liu, Yum Yun Lo. Alex Moffat, Keum Peiris, Andrew Peinado. Michelle Rubinov, Lin Tian, Dara Vora. Nolan Waite, Yang Wang, Yijia Zhao. Mr. Chancellor, I now present to you candidates for the degree Bachelor of Computer Science, University Honours Cooperative Program. Neshe Ahmed, Gagandeep Singh Anand, Claire Marie Andrews. Ryan Bass, Sabrina Ashley Bedi, Pavel Bennett. Jonathan Dale Brubaker, Robert Francis Burke, Michael Caldwell. Michael Carcassol, Crystal Chan, Roland Cheng. Emerson Cho, Thomas Chu, Tara Lynn Clark. Brendan Cohn, Robin DeFay, Alan Demers. Kyle Doring, Christopher Elliott, Jason Ellis. Quan Ho Allen Fu, Thomas Emerson Galt, Nicholas Green. Kai He, Zheng Hua, Eugene Jitumirsky. Trevor Stanley Kaufman, Benjamin Keese, Christopher Bradley Kummel. Edmund Kwong, Ricky Lai, Edward Lau. Tommy Tsing Leung, Jonathan Lowe, Alice Liu. Keith Marchant, Swati Matta, Owen Robert Matthews. Yauheni Mazgavoy, Thomas McKee, Graham McLean. David Mercurio, Christopher Murphy, Peter Pawelko. Benjamin Poland, Eli Priest, Robert Reed. Lee Rosen, Ryan Jeffrey Schimpel, Nathan Schnarr. Braden Scott Shepherdson, Vivian Yuenting Siu, Jonathan Yongchern So. Teresa Eileen Starkey, Benoit Saint-Pierre, Jeffrey Sui Ping. Orson Seto, Ali Tavakoli Nabavi, Stephen Trong. Tach Trong, Nikolai Vasilka, Ryan Fraser Watson. Fiona Whalen, Kevin Wicken, Han Wu. Guangwei Yang, Judy Yiran Yang, Chi Yang. Heinrich Sagire, Kazra Zukai. Mr. Chancellor, I now present to you the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Mathematics, University 3-Year General Program. Andrea Albert, Rikan Chen, Lester Drongyong Dang. Alexandra Herman, Xiao Weng Kwok, Yang Li. Calvin Chi Wong Lo, Ryan Lubitz, Jishan Ferdous Masood. Ian David Alexander Page, Chanel Melanie Sant, Jason Sewell. Lo Chun Jeffrey Sin, Keith Kai Yui Siu, Bogdan Skorbach. Zheng Yi Su, Arik Sulyong Tai, Mohammed Sufyan Topiwala. Lin Wang. Mr. Chancellor, I now present to you the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Mathematics, University 3-Year General Cooperative Program. Marie Boyle, Christopher H. Noble, Jimmy Siwei Yang. Mr. Chancellor, I now present to you the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Mathematics, University Honours Program. Summer Abdul Majid, Danielle Anna Marie Alessio, Punit Arora. Salman Asif, Thorn Jeffrey Bismonte, Vladimir Vladimirov Brankov. James Bronson, Dale Bryden, Matthew Casey. Kewei Chen, Shengke Chen, Yangshan Chen. Bin Lu Cheng, Moon Suk Choi, Amanda Darville. Jie Ding, Ming Bin Feng, Michelangelo Finistauri. Peter Forbes, Michael Anton Ford, Samantha Jenny Fredericks. Yao Fu, Mekbash Fudda, Chuan Gao. Patricia Lynn Gillett, Elliot Grant, Qingyi Gu. Lei He, Michael David Hook, Chi Ming Hu. Lu Huang, Zhikang Huang, Ka Ho Hui. Shelley Hui, Bradley William Huskamp, Mirabel Huynh. Jessica Ives, Ryan Jaggernoff, Jie Ji. Xin Yu Ji, Catherine Callis, Jawed Karim. Hana Kazamiaka, Vikas Kular, Waiki Ko. Pavel Konobaitsev, Chung Wai Kwan, Dixon Kwan. Newton Kwan, Anthony Kwong, Jackie Lau. Kun Chung Lau, Abbott Lee, Bertha Lee. Hana Lee, Hin Yung Lee, Sangon Lee. Yi Liang Jonathan Lee, Seong U Matthew Lei, Chun Hei Wilfred Leung. Enrika Ka Yan Leung, Jocelyn Leung, Mark Frederick Levy. Lu Pin Lee, Xia Li, Shui Sen Li. Lili Liang, Elliot Lipnowski, Weifan Liu. Jiajie Liu, Yang Lu, Wingka Lui. Kenny Ma, Wei Ma, Shaolin Ma. Feng Ling Mai, Ya Majumdar, Raza Masood. Khan Taimur Majar, Samantha Rhiannon McCrudden, Jesse McKinley. Stephen McPherson, Daniel Russell Moniz, Cassandra Namey. Wing Hing Ng, Alan O'Hara, Craig Edward Olmsted. Sheng Ying Pan, Sher Afzal Paracha, Jennifer Munyang Park. Matthew Aaron Pazlowski, Grace Doris Patterson, Meng Chi. Xiaohong Chu, Ahmad Rajab, Stefan Johann Ramonat. Gaurav Rastogi, Trevor Sabarin, Robert Stephen Schaefer. Yun Ying Shan, Lee Min Shi, Dan Shu. Nicholas Sidorkovitz, Wei Song, Anderson Maran St. Hill. Nathaniel Stevens, Asha Suresh, Lee Tan. Christine Thayer, Tiffany Thiessen, William Tays. Joshua Tews, Mandy Chunyang Sui, Jessica Whale. Yifei Wang, Wei Wei, Mark Whidden. Maggie Wai Ying Wong, Wai Tak Wong, Dren Wu. Zhu Chi Xiang, Fang Yuan Shu, Jia Yan. Yan Kun Yang, Yifan Yang, Lapyan Yung. Stephen Yung, Lisha Yu, Jia Xing Kelvin Zhang. Jing Da Zhang, Wei Zhang, Shui Ying Zhang. Yan Zhang, Yiping Zhou, Yibo Zhou. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor.
Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidate for Bachelor of Mathematics, University Honors Cooperative Program. Mohammed Hassan Adil, Sashi Shanardi Ali Hussein, Kyle Francis Allison. Paul Lap O, Nitin Bansal, Dylan Alexander Bennett. Natalia Burford, Derek Brickell, Eric Robert Carrer Burnett. Jing Tsai, Andrew Campbell, Nathan Chamberlain Seelert. Cecilia Chan, Clara Hoy Lin Chan, Lorraine Tanya Lok Yan Chan. Michael Honpan Chan, Raymond Chan, Vanessa Yunsi Chan. Luyi Tracy Chen, Yu Chen, Timothy Cheng. Chan Ip Chio, Alaka Lun Chao, Cherry Tsuk Kwan Chao. Edwina King Yan Chung, Kwok Chang Andrew Chung, Dale Connor. Ryan Joseph Casito, Latanch Dave, Gregory David Dacuna. Jaeming Dong, Dmitry Denisonkov, Navjeet Dhaliwal. Christopher Urbach, Wei Shi Fan, Chi Yi Fu. Bowen Gao, Jeffrey Michael Gilchrist, Neil Glynn. Tarun B. Bucharan, Yu Gu, Charles Hache. Hyun Han Kwan Han, Maya Alicia Hariri, Spencer Allen Conrad Harris. Xian He, Megan Elizabeth Hill, Ryan Alexander Hilton. Catherine Ann Hines, Boon Yoon Ho, Joseph Yun Shu Ho. Karen Holland, Jing Hu, Rong Wang. Constantine Illick, Joshua Ingram, Derek Junkin. Alaya Kadi, Tiffany Jamie Khan, Alvin Kao. Hajira Ali Khan, Sunny Kozla, Joseph Kim. Alan Kinsey, Yulia Korkagina, Olga Costa. Erica Kramer, Jolene Chun Ning Kwan, Shin Chun Kwan. Samir Lakhani, Marcus Ho Fong Lam, Hui Hang Lam. Michael David Laporte, Hugh Lee, Ji-Won Lee. Sonia Lei, Leo Chuk Yo Young, Anthony Chi Shen Lee. Si Peng Lee, Tracy Lee, Jeremy Stephen Lee Fo Wing. Mei Hong Beatrix Lin, Lisith Lin Chung, Jenny Bingji Liu. Yun Liu, Feng Lu, Wenji Lu. Roman Lutsev, Wei Man Anthony Ma, Wendy Wing Tong Ma. Mohammed Majid, Huiyu Holly Mao, Jamie Lauren McCall. Hyun Jung Min, Sung Min Myung, Sumu Narayana. Andrew Roy Scott Nielsen, Aaron Chung Hua Ning, Janet Chi Mei Ing. Eric Ka Hoi Guy, Chui Ling Pang, Simon Benjamin Orion Parent. Yulia Pagaru, Yinghui Pei, Robert Petapis. Sarah Nancy Pidcock, Ruth Carolyn Pollux, Marish Parad Chehasan. Daniel Pozzoli, Tarishika Rajendran, Allison Reyes. Michael Riddles, Paul Ripley, Andrew Roberts. Shivam Sani, William Scott, Unat Shah. Sharon Sharma, Raphael Shen, Genshu Shen. Samantha Shetty, Sandeep Shrathi, Sophia Sadichi. Malenko Sikjoven, Angus Fraser Sinclair, Stephanie Wingji So. Wei Song, Julin Song, Clara Wing Tsa Sum. Winnie Ming Man Sai, Nan Tang, Xiao Tang. Jerry Thomas, Scott Thompson, Seth Olive. Daniel Truong, CC Truong, Ashley Ventrella. Azan Vizram, Andrew Suk King Y, James Wolkowski. Li Wang, Narendra Waresh, Ivan Sum Wong. Janice Yik-Ting Wong, Kathleen Man Yu Wong, Michael Tse-Hun Wong. Wei Shan Wu, Yang Xiao, Fei Shu. Chan Shu, Yi Hong Shu, Tina Ning Yang. Chanmin Yang, Brandon Yanacello, Chi Yao. Amy Yu, Derek Chi Han Yu, Matthew Zerter. Ling Zhang, Shanna Zhang, Ying Zhang. Dan Xuan Zhao, Nantian Zhou, Wenshan Zhou. Liang Chong Zhu, Ching Oliver Zhu, Adnan Zuberi. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor.
Mr. Chancellor, I'd like to present to you the graduates of the Masters of Mathematics. Karim Habdan Ali, Lukas Wojciech Zwick, Tyson Davis. Lin Quinn Dale, Aaron Dos Remedios, Christopher James Eagle. Masa Sadat Amani Taba, Adam Forney, Yuzuku Fujisawa. Jordan Hamilton, Jinyuan Huang, Jiyu Huang. Mohammed Furkan Khan, Leo Kwong, Yu Li. CG Lee, Xiao Leo, Shabab Mosa. Sarah Nadi, Richard Jason Peacegood, Pai. Colin Fitz, Anis Osmanis, Murtaza Safri. Carlos Antonio Sanchez, Sheldon Dale Rivers Stewart, Alexandra Vincent Colmenares. Colin Vick, Jin Zhang, Yi Nathan Zhang. Chancellor, I give you the graduates of the Masters of Quantitative Finance. Zhenyui Sui, Yuhan Ying Hu. Gangrui Li, Li Li, Xiaoyu Yuan. Ting Wang, Iki Wang, Chao Yang. Yunyuan Zheng. Mr. Chancellor, I present to you the graduates of the Doctor of Philosophy. Nabil Ahmed. Rolando Modano Blanco. Jin Chen. David Edward Dahan. Reza Dorgiev. He is also the recipient for the Outstanding Achievement in Grad Studies in a doctoral program. Arash Farzan. Hu Gao. Jing Gao. Ashif Harji. Alexander Karl Hudek. Kare Karabina. Shahidul Hasan Khan. Mason Gavin Beauregard Crislock. Natalia Portman. Gibbon George Powathill. Veronica Charliskanova. Jian Wang. Chenglu Wen. Qian Zhu. Wu Zhu. Mr. Chancellor, I now request you confer in absentia the various and several degrees upon those candidates who are approved by Senate but who are unable to be present at today's convocation.
Chancellor. J. Wesley Graham, one of the founders of the mathematics faculty, was responsible more than any other person for Waterloo's name becoming synonymous with computing and computer science throughout the world. He established teams of experts that created software for which the university is renowned. He established the model under which numerous companies have commercialized university research and innovation. In his honor, the university established in 1995 the J.W. Graham Medal in Computing and Innovation to recognize annually a graduate who exemplifies the qualities shown by Professor Graham. The 2010 recipient of the J.W. Graham is Stephen Woods. Stephen Woods received his Master of Mathematics in 1991 and PhD in 1996. Both degrees were in computer science, focusing on topics in the interface between software engineering and artificial intelligence. During this period and for the next few years, Dr. Woods worked as a senior researcher in government labs in Canada and Australia and at the University of Hawaii and Carnegie Mellon University's Software Engineering Institute. In 1998, he co-founded Quack.com, where he became CTO and VP Products, leading all aspects of software development, including the first internet portal accessible entirely by voice. Within 2 years, Quack.com was acquired by AOL, and Steve became the VP of Voice Services for American Online, Time Warner. He was in charge of the development of top-quality interactive solutions to reach millions of consumers. In 2002, Dr. Woods co-founded NeoEdge Networks. It was initially called Kinetos and served as president and CEO for almost 4 years, guiding the company through its early capitalization and development of strategic partners. He continued as CTO for another 2 years, developing a platform for gaming and entertainment companies, including key innovations in online advertising. 2 years ago, Stephen Woods joined Google, where he is the site engineering director for the Waterloo Lab, which is about a half kilometer behind me. Here he has led the growth of the Waterloo Lab to become a key development site. He heads engineering teams in a variety of exciting products, including Chrome and Chrome OS, the next generation browser and operating system. Also, other projects include mobile Gmail and mobile search, and AdSense and Ad Exchange, the latter two enable website publishers to place and to buy advertising. Mr. Chancellor, in recognition of his remarkable achievements as a graduate of the Faculty of Mathematics, I request that you present the J.W. Graham Medal in Computing and Innovation to Stephen Woods.
Mr. Chancellor, I now invite Paul Salvini, an alumnus of the Faculty of Mathematics, to announce the winner of the Alumni Gold Medal for Mathematics.
Mr. Chancellor, members of Convocation, ladies and gentlemen, every year at this time, the University of Waterloo proudly acknowledges the recipients of the Alumni Gold Medal. For 37 years now, this special award has honored those undergraduate and graduate students who have strived for and achieved academic excellence. Not only does this medal represent their hard work and dedication, but it symbolizes the ongoing and vital role of alumni in the life of the university. That's why we take great pride in making sure our alumni stay connected with each other and with the university through the Office of Alumni Affairs. During spring convocation, each faculty honors its most distinguished undergraduate. 2 more outstanding students in a master's program and a doctoral program will also receive this gold medal during fall convocation. Each medal is engraved with the university's name and shield, as well as the recipient's name and degree. This afternoon, another extraordinary student will join those who have been recognized for their exceptional accomplishments. Mr. Chancellor, as a graduate of the Faculty of Mathematics of the University of Waterloo in 1992, I'm honored to present to you the 2010 recipient of the Alumni Gold Medal for the Faculty of Mathematics, who graduated from Cameron Heights Collegiate in Kitchener and who graduates today with a Bachelor of Mathematics, Computer Science, and Combinatorics and Optimization, Elliot Grant.
Chancellor, this is the last convocation over which Tom Coleman will preside as Dean. Tom's very special influence, amongst many attributes, has been to raise our game, both in the Faculty of Mathematics and throughout the entire university. And his influence in that respect and others will be felt for very many years. The good news for us is Tom will step down from the deanship on June 30th, and July 1, he becomes the Ophelia Lazaridis Research Chairholder in finance and mathematics. We're very grateful to Tom for his wonderful leadership. Chancellor, the University of Waterloo presents 3 Governor General Silver Medals at convocation ceremonies this week to graduates who achieve the highest standing in the bachelor's program in the university. We present one now. I request that you present the Governor General Silver Medal for 2010 to Jeju. Let me say a few parting words to our graduates. Over the gates of my first university, there's an inscription in Latin which translates as a part of me remains with you, a part of you remains with me. And that describes the relationship you have to this precious university. It's an organic relationship. You are now its stewards. And as stewards, we hope that you, over the course of your lifetime, will be constructive and wise critics of the university, that you will find those co-op jobs, which is our lifeblood, to ensure that our students are engaged in their employment terms, that you'll make a gift back to the university each year within your financial means to ensure that it is even better for the students who come after you, and above all, to bear your University of Waterloo degree with great pride wherever you go. We now conclude our convocation ceremonies. Graduates and their guests are invited to attend an informal reception, which are hosted by their faculty in the Great Hall of the Student Life Center just beside this building. The Mace Bearer and the Chancellor and I will remain there for a few minutes in the center for those of you who would like photos. Thank you very much.